The following is a presentation of TFNN. The TFNN Bull Bear Trading Hour. Every trading day, live at 10 a.m. Eastern. Call now, toll free at 877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. The TFNN Bull Bear Trading Hour. Now, Tom and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. Appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 57. NASDAQ is up 7. S&P's up 3.5. Gold contract up $8.70, trading at $17.19 an ounce. You got silver up 10 cents, $17.86 an ounce. Light sweet crude flat, $32.84 a barrel. We'll get those numbers out here this morning. Notes and bonds. You get the 10-year right now down 3 ticks, 139 flat. The 30-year is up down 20 at 178.27. And King Dollar down 280 ticks, 98.781. King Dollar, folks, is ready to break down, basically. So the lower end, this thing is pushing that lower end pretty dramatically. It looks like King Dollar wants to run to that 94 level. Euro is at 110, the yen is at 107.76, and the British pound's at 122 to 1 U.S. dollar. Tom O'Brien, what's going on?
Good Thursday morning. Hey, how about that NASDAQ, man, on that open on the pop and the Dow pulling back? The NASDAQ can't hold it down just yet.
I'll tell you, what a twist on the open, folks. Right before the open, it was pretty cool. You had the NASDAQ has been the weak link. The bottom line is that the NASDAQ pulled all the way back. And the S&P, we're back up 7 points, but the S&P had been up. The S&P goes down. The Dow goes down. I mean, twist and turn in, all of the above. And guess what? When you get a market like that, folks, what do you want? Defined risk. That is the name of the game. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Kevin Hinks at TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim, as we do every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And don't forget, folks, every trading day right here, 11 to 12, you want to understand the option market, option strategies, futures, outstanding program. If you haven't test-driven yet, the Thinkorswim platform, so easy. Just hit the banner, bring it up. They'll allow you to trade with paper money. You can follow Kevin and his team every trading day. Kevin Hinks, what's going on?
Good morning, Tom. Good morning, Tommy. There's a lot going on.
Oh,
That's
man.
what's going on. It's interesting. This market is kind of reshuffling the deck chairs, because the NASDAQ is kind of losing its leadership. But that being said, just when we think that's happening, the NASDAQ rallies.
Man.
And goes green on the day. So
seriously, Kevin.
It looked like they were rotating some more this morning. Pre-market as the NASDAQ was down and the Dow and S&P were up, but now they're all up about the same.
Yeah.
Fractionally. They're not a big, but they're certainly firm, after a bunch of data that we consumed and digested this morning. These markets are all firm, guys.
Yeah, there's no doubt. And, this twist this morning, folks, okay, it was pretty cool watching it. And pretty unusual, actually, because what tends to normally happen, folks, is that, the NASDAQ 100 can bring the market up, bring the market down. Last couple of days it was weak. It was down like 75 points this morning. That thing goes positive. The S&P were, up 7 or 8. That went flat. It's like, okay, man. And then, of course, the Dow that, percentage-wise, they were saying, but point-wise, you did give up, a couple hundred points pretty quickly, man. Pretty amazing, man. Yep. I mean, yeah. So,
yeah, the Boeing news has made the Dow stronger. I mean, let's face it, they're sliding all their chips to the middle of the table. Boeing is on the 737 Max.
Yes.
So the fact that yesterday they came out with layoffs and some questionable news, and late last night they break that 737 Max is starting back up with production. Well, I don't have to be a brain surgeon to connect the dots that say they wouldn't be building these planes if they weren't about to get certified. So you got to think that as we get into the summer, a certification is at least, bare minimum, getting closer. So I think that's some positive news on Boeing. That's why that stock's up over 4% today.
Yeah, no, you can see that. And, it's going to get intriguing here. There's no doubt. and the age that we're in, meaning that there are so many businesses that definitely are not at full tilt, I think Bowen just may have an easier time getting this thing done compared to even 4 months ago. You know what I'm saying? Because you get a lot of jobs there. You get a lot of pressure there. All around. The real question is going to be after that, of course, is that these airlines, how many are going to basically be ordering? You saw the CFO yesterday. The CEO of American Airlines went out of his mind yesterday, folks. About the speculation that the only way they're going to get out of it is going BK.
Right. Yeah, the airlines were all strong, and and like I said, this is going to play out over the next several months. But make no mistake, I think this is Boeing's big bet on the future is what's going on in the 737 MAX, and I'm really interested to see what exactly we're going to find out about this, because I think this is going to be pretty significant. What happens here with the 737 MAX? I think that when this is all said and done, this will be the most scrutinized, heavily regulated airplane ever to come out of a manufacturing hub. So
now they just got to change its name,
we'll
Kevin.
Exactly.
They just got.
You may have something there.
Yeah, I mean, listen, we all know everyone has a short memory, man. I mean, if I've learned anything,
is just to jump in, that's the last thing you do, right? For sure. So that nobody talks about it. So I imagine that's going to come down the line when they're ready.
Yeah.
I don't doubt that. I don't doubt that. That's certainly putting lipstick on it. That's for sure. But
it is.
Getting that mental name out of your head is probably a fair marketing idea from Boeing, for sure.
Hey, Kevin, how about what are you guys looking at today? I know we have CRM earnings for Salesforce after the bell. We had Dollar General, Dollar Tree today. You guys talked about those companies yesterday. What are you guys talking about today?
Very good, Tommy. Salesforce is the first one that J.J. Kinahan and I and Alex are talking about in the first segment. And then the second segment with cash tags and trading will be Costco.
Nice.
So Salesforce and Costco today.
Yeah, and look at Costco got the hit too. 339. It's up 339 right now. Yep, pretty cool. Yep. These companies,
Costco
man.
having a nice day.
Yeah, there's no doubt that as the next 3 or 4 months, we're going to still see the differential between these winners and losers. I mean, the poor restaurant groups, they got to change their business somehow. I mean, do you know what I mean? It's
this is. I think, Tom, when the final chapter is written on this coronavirus, it'll be what happened to small businesses versus large companies.
Yeah, no doubt.
Right? And I think that's where this economy has moved quicker than, the pace being quicker than we even thought, away from small business and towards large companies.
It's accelerated everything. Yeah, there's no two ways about that. And that's where, folks, even when you're building something out, just remember, the bottom line thing, when things are good, man, save your money, man. I mean, it's crucial. Right. I mean, if all this
and our job, Tom, is not to figure out the moral implications or anything like that. Our job is to trade them up.
Exactly.
Make money whichever way this happens. And that's kind of the way we teach it.
And what's so cool, that's what's so cool about the business, right? I mean, it really is.
Right.
It's, you get great stories, sad stories, but that's what's so great about the business, there's no doubt. Listen, folks, right here, 45 minutes from now, outstanding program. Don't forget, Saturday, we get the town hall meeting, huge. Go to TD Ameritrade Network, going to be fabulous. Kevin, you're a great one, safe one. Look forward to the show and look forward to, seeing you Saturday and on next week, man.
Thanks for having me on, Tom and Tommy. Always good to talk to you guys.
If you're not currently using the TAS Profile Scanner when looking at setting up your trading opportunities, then your arsenal is short a mighty weapon. The TAS Profile Scanner is a standalone piece of software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Headed by Steve Dahl, TAS understands that in today's technological world, the use of top-flight software applications and technical analysis expertise is essential to successful trading in today's market. You also gain access to the webinar that Steve Dahl and Tom O'Brien just hosted, The Best Way to Use the TAS Profile Scanner to Profit. This webinar archive is available for all subscribers immediately upon signing up. All new subscriptions also come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Start your subscription by visiting the front page of TFNN.com today, and you'll find the TAS Profile Scanner under the Services tab. Sign up today. Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is up 23. You get the Nasdaq up 11. S&P's are flat. And, Tom, we were just talking with Mr. Kevin Hinks, and they're going to have that town hall on Saturday.
Yes.
And, of course, folks, okay, that's, we've had this option show on for quite some time right now. And because, it's awesome. Jeff from New York in the Den, he's calling them pajama traders. Yes, yesterday, okay? There's so many pajama traders at home, folks, okay?
Sure.
And whether they have their pajamas on or not, we know that the acceleration has been pretty dramatic. Well, also what has happened is that the acceleration in options have been dramatic.
Yeah, so pretty cool. You sent me this article last Friday is what it is, so 6 days ago. But it was on my mind when you were talking to Kevin, you were talking about options, you're talking about education, just some cool numbers in here in terms of individual investors. So the first thing, when you talk about options, you have trades consisting of just one contract.
Yes.
Now account for 13% of total volume. That's a big number, man, when you think about that's basically 100 shares, right?
Yes.
When you talk about that's 13% of total volume, not just of like trades placed, right? That's total volume. So you got to add up all the shares. You get one big block of shares, it equals a lot of 100 share block trades. So big numbers in there. And then they're just talking about in terms of, Kevin said he's doing, I think he said segment number 1 on Salesforce CRM with JJ Kinahan. Their man JJ is in here. I want to see where we get into because they talk about their education center as well. Let me scroll and find it. It was up 258. Here we go. So TD Ameritrade has seen client engagement soar, requests flooding in for new investment strategies, visits to the brokerage's education center. I'll get it out. Hit an all-time high in April. Up 280% from the year earlier, man. The most popular classes included fundamentals and options trading. And TD Ameritrade, TDA Network, they're a sponsor, folks, but there is some great education out here. I've looked at some of them. They have a 7-hour options class. I just pulled it up here in terms of, what they're looking at, let alone, now this starts off the simplicity of literally what's an option, what's a strike, what's expiration, all the way to complex trading strategies in here. So check it out, because this Analyze tab as well, man, I just pulled up, we go over the expected move, right? Like on CRM, for instance. I love this number. If you're trading options, CRM, the expected move priced in implied volatility, $7.69 right now. You're trading at 182. But, Tom, look at all the information they have that we never really get into in terms of the fundamentals, everything on that platform, man, as you're getting into here. Pretty cool in terms of the breakdown with the commentary, the impact of coronavirus, the latest earnings on all these equities. So I encourage people to check that out. But pretty cool when you think about individual traders and talk about makes sense. You can be a pajama trader, man, because very successful people right now are able to do their job in their pajamas at home.
All right. And it's wild, folks. So check this out. This is pretty cool in the aspect of how this is a whole new generation that's happening. And where I'm going with this, I remember when I started first trading. Okay, so we're going back to 1980, 85, really 90, okay, in general. And when you're on all the bookstores, they had all beginning books inside the finance section. And the same even when basically, now if you even fast forward to 95, 96, 97, when Amazon started to be around, it was the same deal. They were beginning books at the top books. Then as the 2000s come in, the books got more sophisticated. That's when the fib numbers come in, the Gottliebs and all of this, right? Well, if you go to Amazon right now, what you're going to see is that all the top books are all beginner books again.
Okay.
And it totally makes sense, man, because I was wondering, when is the next deal going to come in? But this is the next deal's here. I mean, so all you young folks out there, just sit down and enjoy the ride, man, because it's here. There's no doubt about it, man. And the deal about all of us, basically having more time at home makes a big difference, no doubt.
Yeah. You're in front of a computer as well. Add that to the mix, right? And then you have platforms like TD Ameritrade, Thinkorswim, instant access, free commissions now. That was playing into the article. And they also talked about the many ETFs. They went into an article in that article about the USO as well, in terms of the fascination with funds like that.
There's no doubt. So let's, Twitter, right? TWTR.
Yes.
So
I've heard of them. Yes.
The bottom line, folks, is that you got Twitter, you got Facebook, you got all these social platforms. Bottom line, you're going to be getting a lot of good publicity the next couple of days. And what it's about is that, the bottom line is that, are you a publisher? Are you a platform? Just what are you? So check this out, folks. This is really cool. 2 days ago in the Wall Street Journal, right? You want to read this article because this article is phenomenal. And what it's about is it's about Facebook. But personally, I know how this works. The reason being is that when we had the station up in Nashville, New Hampshire, the radio station, this was a heavy news station. We actually had a whole news staff. It blows my mind that I even did this, actually. I mean, at first, it's like, why did I have a full news station, man? Do you know what I mean? But the bottom line, we had a full news station. I had 2 news guys. And so we do news and financial talk in the daytime, sports at night. Bottom line, what had happened is that I could see that if you only gave out good news, folks, okay, versus bad news, which do you think got more business? It was bad.
I think we all, I was going to say, I think we all might be able to make a good guess, right?
It was so sick that people want to listen to bad news, okay? So now I'm going back. Tell me, what year was this? Like, you were running the place. This is like a long time ago.
2002.
Okay, so 2002.
2003, somewhere right there.
Yeah, so I got frustrated in the aspect, well, I'm not going to just do bad news. It ain't even going to be close. So the bottom line is that we changed the format and went all finance. That being said, this article in the Journal is about Facebook. So check this out, Tommy. Facebook had this big study going on. And they would do it. They were trying to figure out their platform in general. They had the super people that were always using it. They had the stories, good, bad, ugly. Well, the bottom line, folks, is that Facebook actually shut down this program because they realized that they're making all the money on what?
Divisiveness.
On divisiveness in a monster way. And on bad news. And
I read a couple quotes just from the article that I had pulled up. I don't have the whole article, but just I think you did, and I just in searching it, I just got a couple quotes, and a couple of them was, quote unquote, our algorithms exploit the human brain's attraction to divisiveness. Read a slide from a 2018 presentation. If left unchecked, it warned Facebook would feed users more and more divisive content in an effort to gain user attention and increase time on the platform. There you go.
Right.
Yeah.
So the thing that's pretty sick, I thought about the whole thing, folks, is that Zuckerberg was smart. Shut it down. Okay, we can't. That's the last thing they want is a paper trail of that. That guess what? You know, the bottom line, you keep feeding bad news, and that's what those newsreels are about, folks. Whatever you're looking up in the newsreel, they're going to keep feeding you. The bottom line, that's how it goes, man. And it tells me though, also that we all. I can't stand the aspect of the divisiveness on social network.
Listen, Facebook is not a
but because
happy
we have the radio
experience.
station, it was like that before. I mean, you know, worse now. But
Bad news sells. We got natural gas inventories when we get back from this break.
Okay, come right up.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get them, folks.
If you're a trader in the market looking to find the path that leads to maximizing profits while decreasing risk, then now is a great time to try out Dave White's daily trading service, The Path of Least Resistance. Through the use of options and equity trades, Dave advises his subscribers on a daily basis of the current market conditions and what possible trade setups are on the horizon. The Path of Least Resistance is published every trading morning, often with updates intraday when initiating trades or closing out positions. Dave White has advised his clients of some outstanding winning options and equity trades in recent months, and now is a great time to try it out for yourself. New subscribers to the Path of Least Resistance receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the types of options and equity trades that are available by signing up for the Path of Least Resistance today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com and selecting the newsletter tab. Sign up today. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartleys, ABCs, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. And this is a fairly large number. Gas stockpiles rose 109 BCF. They were looking for 104.
Yeah, that's a little bit of a miss for 5 billion cubic feet, man. And as you may expect, I got the contract up here now. We just dropped from 187 to 184 in a pretty quick drop of about 3 pennies with a bigger supply than the market was looking for on natural gas. That's down from 189 early this morning.
Pretty amazing, right?
Yeah, and we get those oil numbers, crude, we get at 11 o'clock, right when we get off the show this morning.
Okay, you gotta love it, man. It's pretty wild. The crude. So we look at crude right now. Let's
do it. Yeah,
running it right now. So crude's running at. No, there's not this contract. I see. Okay, CL. Even though it's the active, I got to get.
I think you want July up there.
Yeah,
that's what popped in for me.
So 32.60. We're running at the crude. Yeah, I mean, this still looks like it wants to basically go up and test those $35, man. I mean, it's interesting.
Yeah. I mean, crude firming up a bit, man. Low 30s seem like the new norm, between 30 and 35, which I think the market is well happy with what they were flirting with last month. So we'll see where that plays out on that inventory number.
Yeah. Now the dollar, folks. Okay, check this out. Now, I'm going to show you the euro first. The dollar's ready to break down. The euro broke out. It's made it, folks. Okay. Bottom line, we'll see whether it can hang all day long, but. The bottom line is that it has made it. So what you have is this. The 110.18 level, that's where it's trying to break out from. Broke out this morning. Now the measurement on this is what's really wild on this. The measurement on this is saying that if I take the lows of that, which is 107.27, the highs 110, so the approximate about 2.5 points is like what, about 113. Well, 113 is way the heck. It's almost up at the highs of March 9th. So if that's what we get, you're going to see that dollar go to 94. And right now, it's only down 300 or 400 ticks. Yeah, 394 right now. But you can see that we're at 96,665. We're right at the lower level here, So
yeah,
you can expect, and this is going to be interesting coming into Friday. Of course, Friday in the metals market is always a wild one. We'll see where this shakes out. What gold did do yesterday is that it rejected lower price, had lighter volume, and you're still right in that higher range, man. We're at 1720 right now. So.
Hey, could we get into a couple companies with earnings? So CRM, could we take a look at what they're looking for? They're up a nice 3% coming into their numbers. They were just trading at 171 was the low yesterday. So I'm arguing, $11 off.
182. There you go.
I know, right?
And they're going to be looking for. Look at the growth, man. This is just phenomenal when you have companies, folks, that can do this. So 5 years ago, they took in $6.7 billion. This year, $17 billion. Jeez.
Yeah.
Next year, $20.7 billion. So they're going to be looking for $4.8 billion in 90 days, where 5 years ago they only took in $6.7 billion in 352 days.
Not easy to conquer the billions of dollars of revenue segment when you're stealing it from the likes of some tough competitors out there, but CRM maybe one of the toughest in that category.
Right, and look at how they're still growing. 24% in America, 35% in Europe, and 26% in Asia.
Yeah, and so the implied volatility, I mentioned it to Kevin, $7.50 about coming into that move after the market. And how about Canopy? Can we take a look at them as well?
Canopy growth, that's going to be coming out tomorrow morning, I think, right?
I believe
before
so.
Market.
Yep.
Yeah, before market tomorrow. Market. They're going to be looking, so that's up $1.23 right now, $21.12.
Both of these companies getting a little pop. They got some acceleration in their revenue. I would like to see some acceleration in what they're going to do in terms of profits or losses. But big numbers in revenue, and it's just interesting, both of them spiking higher, just ahead of earnings, all these companies.
Yeah, this is a big number because 5 years ago they took in $5 million. This year, $128 million. Next year, $188. Now that's a really nice growth deal there, Tom. Too if they can pull that off, there's no doubt.
Sure, and it'll be interesting to see as well in terms of the trends. Some of the other cannabis companies came out and said we're going to be more profitable, as in burning through less cash than we thought. The demand has seen a rise as people are staying at home. So it'll be interesting to see what they say as well.
Yeah, and It's pretty amazing when you go back in time and look at how they basically juiced them, and then they just fell apart, right?
Be careful of chasing that. Tilray, the worst offender of them all, right?
Seriously, man.
Who's the person who loved their 300 on the dot print on Tilray?
Oh, I can't even imagine. And what we're talking about, folks, is Tilray, I believe, went from $300 to $2.82 or something.
I got the chart up there, man. It was, and this is a weekly, and it's been a slow, painful ride from September of 2018, so not even 2 years ago.
Amazing. Yeah. Let's go inside the NDX. Let's take a look at the strength versus the weakness inside the NDX. Strength out here, Dollar Tree. That's up big today, up 12.5%, 13%. Alexa Pharmaceuticals up 8%. You got Workday up 7.5%. And Dexcom is up 3.7%. Taken away from it, United's down 4.7%. Expedia's up 3.3%. Micron Tech down 3%. Now, Micron is really interesting. So, Micron folks came out with the numbers intraday yesterday, and that's what brought the Nasdaq back. Look at this chart. This is pretty amazing what happened intraday. So, there it is right there. At 1:20, they came out with their numbers yesterday. And the stock goes from $47.02 and closes out at $49, Tom. Intraday.
Wild.
How's that, right?
Wild.
I know. And if you're wondering how the Nasdaq got back, folks, that's how it happened. What it ended up happening once Micron come out with the numbers, the chips, the rest of the chip stocks basically galloped right behind them. So,
and you know what's happening too a lot? I think they just came out and boosted guidance, and I keep doing it. We're at a time where we've never seen it before. It looks like it's earnings coming out, but all these companies are just choosing. It's an interesting time to be a CEO where you don't have to say something unless it's material, right?
Yeah.
But you get to come out anytime they raise their fiscal third quarter revenue guidance.
Yes.
And so they're updating the guidance as fast as they can on good news. You see the
intraday.
Intraday. I know, that's what I'm saying, right? But you don't get penalized by not, you're not going to get penalized because you didn't come out when this stock was already down from 46 to 43 and revised guidance negative. I've done the same thing. There's a lot of revisions to guidance that they're coming out with, and it looks like their earnings, and it's like, oh, wait, no, they're just telling us some cherry-picked numbers of guidance, forecast, revenue, all that stuff in the future. Yeah.
We're going to make more money.
That's what they're saying. The market listens.
We're going to make more money. Inside the Dow Industrials, the strength versus the weakness inside the Dow out here. You have, it looks like Boeing's going to be the big one. Boeing's putting 34 positive points into the Dow. United Health 28. Johnson & Johnson 17, Apple 16. Taken away from it, Goldman 26 minus. You get Disney 17 minus, Chevron 15, American Express 15. Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. We have the Dow. Dow Industrials up 68. Nasdaq is up 34. S&P's up 7 points. Come right back.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors.
If you haven't checked out the newsletters page of TFNN.com, what are you waiting for? All of the TFNN newsletters are informative, up-to-date, affordable, and a must-have for every trader looking to gain a competitive informational edge in today's markets. TFNN newsletters cover every aspect of the markets to offer you the very latest in market news. Plus, new subscribers get to test drive our newsletters risk-free for 30 days. From all aspects of the markets, including stocks, bonds, metals, commodities, and tech, there's a newsletter to fit your needs exclusively from TFNN. Stay informed each day you trade and get that competitive edge that will help you stay ahead of the game. Visit our newsletters page by going to TFNN.com and click the newsletters button near the top of the page. TFNN.com. Educating investors.
Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Directions Daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. We have the Dow up 100, NASDAQ up 45, S&P's up 10.5. Let's go to Jose in Florida. What's going on, brother?
Yeah, Guten Morgen, comrades. Hey, Tom, the money changers in the temple have destroyed your mining shares. The fat lady has sung. They're all done. They're all done.
So what strike price are you going to buy Newmont at?
Well, I mean, I'm guessing you probably thought it was going to pull back to 64, and it pulled back to what, 54, 55?
55.
Yeah, 55. So they're probably not a buy right now, correct?
Yes.
They are a buy.
Yeah, so what we did is this. So picture, this is pretty cool watching this, folks, okay? So from the highs to the lows to the highs, Newmont did an exact 0.382 retracement. You know, Newmont went from a price point of $32 up to, what is that? Yeah, 69. 32 to 69. So you're up over 100%. Now, when we came down, you came down hard yesterday. It was 14.7 million, but yet you were going into 15.2. So, and
that's way too close, though, isn't it?
It's close.
I mean,
yeah,
that's
a
coin toss?
Yes, that would be correct. That being said, though, when you start looking at the rest of them, like what happened, Barrick didn't make the 0.382, so that's bullish in the deal. You know, Barrick went from a price point of $12.65 to 28, and that didn't even, it went to the same bar, and it had volume, but the bottom line is that it wasn't even a 0.382. So when you put this together, Jose, the way I'm looking at this is that you have the euro breaking out today. The dollar hasn't broken down yet, but it's really close. So,
yeah. So,
if you go out
could
a
be
bit,
a buy right here.
If you go out a bit, in the option market with Newmont, I think you got something. That's the bottom line. Yeah.
Okay, I'll keep an eye on it.
Okay, brother. Have a great one, man. Have a safe one.
Again.
Let's go over to our website, Tom, because Mr. Basil Chapman, he is going to be out here growling and prowling with all his subscribers this afternoon.
That's right, man. May 28th. That's tonight, 4 o'clock, right after your show at 4 o'clock. He'll be in there with subscribers to the opening call. 90 minutes, Basil, live tonight, talking about a review of his favorite technical tools that have produced strong gains in 2020. So Basil's going to be talking about how he's used time and price, the cup and V shape pattern worked on the way up, the inverse should work in a market consolidation, selectivity, becoming key unless leadership broadens, sectors that have been under the radar, how the longer-term outlook is evolving, and that webinar will be archived. Check it on the front page tonight at 4 o'clock with opening call. And, of course, new signups, 30-day money-back guarantee. Basil does a great newsletter service. He puts them out every morning, of course, Tom, as you know, and then, of course, at least one, if not two updates every single weekend out there. Basil, great job for his subscribers. So check it out on the front page of TFNN.
A lot of action, man. A lot of action
for sure.
out here. The what do we got? Let me see. Is it Lennar? Let me go look at Lennar. I think Lennar come out with numbers.
Toll Brothers. Maybe Lennar did as well. I know Toll Brothers was out.
Okay, Toll Brothers. Let's go over to Toll. So Toll is a high-end builder.
I believe, right?
Yeah. So
yeah, look at the volatility. They were out last night. They traded all the way up to 37, actually, on those numbers before pulling back.
Yeah, they posted, the Toll Brothers surged after the company posted profit that beat estimates and said deposit on new homes are up in recent weeks, a potential sign of optimism for the luxury housing market. The home builder, which focuses on the high-end customers, has struggled during the pandemic. Investors have shrugged off those results and focused instead of the 13% year-over-year gain this month in deposits. Now, that's a heavy number, folks, okay?
It is, except they didn't shrug it off too much because it traded from $36 to $33 in a heartbeat on the open.
Yes, no,
just to put, I just find, I mean, it's still strong numbers, man. I agree. I'm almost saying it cynically. Strong numbers for sure.
Yeah.
It's just crazy that the volatility, man. They were more than 10% higher than they're trading at right now. When you're only a $33 stock and you move $4, huge moves up to 37 overnight.
There's no doubt, man.
Yeah.
The thing that's amazing, man, when you look at where many of these equities were at the lows, folks, compared to where they are. It's like crazy, man. I mean, this went down to $13.
You got to listen to yourself sometimes, and if you're a long-term buyer, you can't be afraid of the end of the world, because if the end of the world's around, you don't need to worry about how much money you have stowed away. It's the good expression, and it makes sense. I remember, what's interesting fundamentally, right? I remember having conversations, and I think it was the weekend between, I'm trying to figure out, it was right around near the lows. And even people just, successful, some of my friends, people in their own industry, not necessarily in finance, but they could tell themselves that when the S&Ps were getting around 2,400, 2,200, it's like I feel like, now would be a great, so just be aware of those, man, because if you had cash and the availability for a long-term opportunity, it was there, and those opportunities will come back potentially in the next year or two, even if it's not COVID, man. Volatility, we'll see what happens. We had a stretch that made us think the volatility did not exist, and that's just not the case, as we see.
There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
And that stayed low for, and when you look back on it, so this is what's pretty cool, folks. So watch this. When you put this up and actually look back on it, when that volatility was so low, what we were doing there is that, you go back up to January 17th. You can almost go from January 17th all the way over to the 21st of February, and every single day you'd have like just little tiny moves inside the S&P. We really didn't move much, and in fact you can make the case that we didn't move much, for, oh my God, but it was a creeper.
Yeah.
The S&P was a creeper up every single day, whether, at that particular point, it was 5, 6, 7 points. It wasn't like it is now. But guess what? Over the course of a month, over 5 points over the course of a month, guess what? You got, 5 20s, 100 points.
Oh, seriously.
Let's go to Al in Winter Park. Hey, Al, what's going on?
Hey, listen, I own this IWO, and it's just absolutely no volume. It's scaring the death out of me. I want to sell it, but, like you're saying, everything's being pushed up even though that there's no obvious reason for it to be pushed up.
So this is
what do you think?
The iShares of 2000 Growth ETF. This probably doesn't ever have any volume, right? Yeah, so it's an illiquid stock. Well, no, not really.
Illiquid ETF.
No, it's ETF. No, it trades $500,000.
That's pretty illiquid to be very honest.
Yeah, I mean,
I mean, most 15-minute bars, I'm just pulling up for reference, you're getting like 6,000 shares or something. So be careful with the limit order for sure. Whatever you do with this thing, don't put it at market when you're that illiquid.
So when you went in it, Al, I mean, I'm sure you're in a winning position. You went in it, what was your goal?
Well, just top of the Bollinger Bands. I just traded the Bollinger Bands. I bought it not quite at the bottom, 167 or something. But the goal is to just ride the trade. The trade tends to trade within the bands on a normal year.
Right. Then ride the bands, baby. That's, I'd take my money. The all-time high is 226, but ride the bands. Thanks so much, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one.
Thanks.
Back in the day, I joined Hotel California in 2006, and like many of you, was drawn in by, as well as...
Whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows.
You see, I believe that everything in life happens for us, not to us. And Tom ignited the fire within me to want to learn how to master the markets. So how did I go from knowing nothing about technical analysis to becoming the #1 market timer for the S&P 500 in 2018 and the #2 market timer in 2019? Simply put, I hired coaches with a proven track record, which led me to a whole new set of tools that I created to interpret the message of buyers and sellers. I would love the opportunity to teach you this award-winning set of tools and to help you improve your market timing. You can test drive my newsletter service, Mastering Probabilities, for the next 30 days with no risk to you. Plus, you'll gain access to archive workshops that'll take you step-by-step through my system. Sign up today by going to the homepage of TFNN.com and selecting Mastering Probability in the newsletter tab. Bam!
The gold market has taken off topside in a large way in 2020. If you want to take advantage of this sector, now is the time to subscribe to my gold report. The gold report took profits in 4 of its equities in the gold portfolio in the first week of January for a combined profit of 99.2%, with 2 positions left in the portfolio that have a profit of 67.5% as of January 7th. The gold report is a comprehensive look at the metals sector as well as the markets that move gold, which is the currency and bond markets. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to lose. Every Monday morning, I publish the gold report with coverage of gold, silver, bonds, the XAU, HUI, JDX, as well as more than 30 different mining equities. To see for yourself the types of profitable trades that are recommended within the gold report, sign up now by visiting TFNN.com. Don't miss out on the next great gold trade. Sign up today.
With markets trading with extreme volatility and peaks and troughs everywhere, regardless of what you're looking at in the markets, this is a great time to see the type of analysis Basil Chapman delivers for his subscribers every market day with the Opening Call newsletter. Basil has been analyzing markets, providing his take for subscribers to his trading services since 1984. Every morning, Basil publishes an update for his subscribers, along with weekend and evening updates when warranted. The Opening Call provides traders a daily market overview with regard to the direction of the key indices, selective stocks, and commodities, along with specific recommendations, including stops and targets. You also gain instant access to Basil's subscriber webinar archive from earlier this year, a dark cloud cover, and essential market analysis. Ride the Chapman wave today by signing up for the Opening Call newsletter on the front page of TFNN.com under the newsletter tab. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Sign up today.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's up 110, Nasdaq up 47, S&Ps are up 11.5, and we got a creeper out here again, Tom. No doubt.
Hey,
man.
that S&P, man, don't hold it back. Watch that Nasdaq too.
There's no doubt, man.
Right?
Right now, it's at the top of the range, folks. So the top of the range out here today is only 5 points higher inside the S&P. We go into the Nasdaq futures.
I mean, we're 170 points almost where we were from 9 a.m., man.
Yeah. Big numbers, man. And the top of this range is 95.06. And that seems like, it's not far away. It's only 15 points away. And inside the NDX 100, that is nothing.
Seriously.
Nothing at all. Here we go though. Watch it, King Dollar. Hey, it's ready to break, folks. I like it. Okay, so check it out. There we go, 98.5. So we just went down another 100 ticks. And no, there's a question in the den. Am I going from bullish to bearish? No, I'm not. My take is that the S&P won't hold today. But the Dow, the dollar, we just cracked the 98,645. So next layout here is 98,270, and it looks to me though that this thing's going to be in 94. And that is, folks, you're going to see that you get a clean break topside on the euro. That's what's happening out here. We're at 110.58 right now, and it was struggling in a big way at 110.18. So it's going to get interesting coming into tomorrow. And
remember, Basil Chapman tonight, man, pretty cool. Checking out the chart. We got new peaks in the S&P, new peaks across the board. That's right. Check it out. Tonight,
stay right there, folks. Think of Swim coming up next. Then I'm Mr. Basil Chapman, Steve Rhodes, Dave White. I'll be back this afternoon. Thanks, pal.
Thanks, man.
Look at him, folks.